Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would film another edition of the beginner series. I know, finally. And this one is going to be about primers. I should have done primers before foundations, but I don't know, I guess it's okay. I feel as though primers are so important when it comes to your makeup routine because these sort of waterproof your makeup. They allow for your makeup or your foundation or your powder, whatever base that you choose, to adhere to your skin. Obviously before choosing a primer, you will kind of identify what your skin type is. Are you oily skin, combination of dry, dehydrated? And then from there you kind of select which primer is best suited for you. Kind of think about which kind of finish you want. Do you have huge pores? Do you want to fill those in? Fine lines and wrinkles, do you want to kind of minimize the appearance of those? There are many factors to consider when you're purchasing your primer. Don't always go for the popular one, just go for one that just best agrees with your skin type. So where do primers fit into your whole makeup routine? Definitely after your moisturizer, whether it's an SPF or just your day moisturizer. Obviously use an SPF afterwards, but you'll let that settle in for about 5 minutes and then you can reach for your primer. So I'm gonna start off with a very popular type of primer, which are gel-like primers. So the liquid or the product, sorry, is quite transparent. So for example, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and this is very popular, and it's obviously quite translucent and the consistency is gel-like. It's very lightweight, and this primer is oil free. So if you do have oily skin, you can actually get away with using this. People tend to think that gel-like primers slip and slide. The claim with many is that this does not do that. Another thing to note about this Smashbox primer is that it was so popular that they actually came out with different colored ones that cater to different skin concerns. So really one that caters to redness, I think that's your green. There's a purple one, a blue one, I think. A whole array of colors that are very specific to your needs. So this is kind of just a general primer, and then you have the one specially targeted to your problem areas. Another popular one that does more about the same thing with minimizing pores and fine lines is the Benefit Professional. So this one was super popular. It's still very popular. The difference, however, is obviously the fact that it comes out a bit colored, so it's a bit appears to be tinted, but it's translucent once you glide it onto the skin. It is quite lightweight, just as your Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and the consistency is quite silky as well, which is a really beautiful finish to the skin. And it's oil free again and lightweight. So that's another one women with large pores can actually invest in. These are both quite high end. So let's go on to ones that are more affordable. So here is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. A lot of people put this against the Benefit Professional, kind of do the same thing. It's a lightweight primer that is there to minimize the appearance of your pores and fine lines and wrinkles. It is obviously much more affordable, and it's cute as well. I do however find that the consistency is slightly more thick than the Smashbox one. It is lightweight, but it is not that lightweight. Another pore minimizing primer is the Trinamool Leaders primer. Now they specialize in Korean skincare. It's a Korean skincare brand. I used this in my previous get ready with me video. Thick as well, the consistency quite like the Maybelline primer, but it's still that gel-like texture, and it smells amazing as well. I don't know if this is okay for sensitive or oily skins because there is a fragrance to it. But once again, that's something to consider if you're looking for a primer. Now these are my two favorite primers of all time. I actually have three, but I ran out of the Estee Lauder primer, matte perfecting primer. So these are the two I've been using religiously for like the one for a couple of months and the other one for years. I'm going to start off with the one that I've been using for years, and that is the MAC Strobe Cream. Now, it's not a primer in technical terms. It's more of a hydrating face cream. It adds a glow to your skin, which is just so stunning, and still comes through through your foundation. So I love this hydrating lotion. I'm a bigger fan of moisturizing primers as opposed to gel like consistencies, primarily because I don't have a huge problem with pores. I just have a bigger problem with dehydrated skin, and so that is my area of main concern, and that's why I love this one a lot. The other one I'm obsessed with right now is the Dolce & Gabbana Sheer Radiance Makeup Base. So I love this because this has UV protection SPF of 30. I don't think I've encountered a primer with that high of a UV protection. I get a lot of questions, does this leave the skin looking grey? I moisturize it very well into my face, and then I let it just settle in for a couple of minutes before I do apply my foundation. It has a pump, so it is absolutely divine. It's a treat to use, and I actually got this while I was still working over at Beauty Bulletin. So, but I do feel like it's something that I would repurchase by myself. Yeah, that's one I love. The next one I'm so excited to try. I haven't tried it yet. I picked it up recently, and it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I've never used a primer oil before. I never knew they existed. This is the first one that I have actually encountered, and I am very excited to use this during winter, or when the months start to become cold. I feel as though the finish will be quite dewy and leave your skin looking very radiant and hydrated, and also the applicator is divine. It's a dropper, as if you'd be using a serum. I have used the Fix Plus, the Max Fix Plus spray before and after makeup, and I'm sure you can do the same thing for these as well. So I love the Beautifix Radiant Makeup Finish. I can spray this on my face before I've put on my foundation and afterwards. It has amazing hydrating qualities, which I think are very much sought after if you do have dehydrated / dry skin. And obviously once you have let this settle in, you will apply your full use of makeup, and then after you've applied your last finishing touch of makeup, you can spray this again, and the finish is just so incredible. I love this Beautifix setting spray. Cool guys, that's all for primers / setting sprays, or just one setting spray. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and comment below and tell me which part of the beginner series you'd want to see me do next. I believe I had quite a few requests for concealers, so I can do that for you. Remember to follow me on all social media. I'm always active there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.